Brock Bowers is going to win leagues in ways that I think we look back on 2026 drafting about, 9 months from now, and we ask ourselves, how in the hell did this guy not go in the top 8 overall? How did he not go number 6, number 7? That will be what the hindsight 2020, goggles show us, and that's how that's going to look. Not suggesting you draft him in the first round. That's not the point of tonight's video. In fact, if you walk out of tonight's video saying, hey, Smitty's condoning me drafting him higher than I need to, I'm going to be sending you on a big fat lap.
Take a big lap.
No. Tonight is a night to relish in the glory that is still mid-round, number 2, Brock Bowers, and we're going to talk about why he wins you a league in round 2. Wins you a league specifically as your second drafted player. That's the key here. If you're going to need to curb your activity or your urges to grab him in the top of 1, and you're going to start about 5, 6, you're going to start typing right now. But Smitty, okay, now that you've approved him as a top 6, 7 overall player, what if I don't know if I'll get him at can I just reach at 8? No. He's a second drafted player for a reason. The risk is baked in. The glory's baked in. The meatloaf's baked in. And the Fantasy Football Show Graveyard Edition begins right now. File on in.
You're watching a
Graveyard Stream.
live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
So looking at his stats from his rookie year, you can't really look at much last year other than, I guess actually his touchdowns went up. He had a horrible year. Injured even when he played. So like 12 played games isn't really accurate. He played injured. Came back, then, didn't play, really didn't get him much going on. Targets were cut in half, more than cut in half. So we're looking at a player that is essentially what we saw as a rookie with the touchdown numbers even amplified from 7 because he finally is a quarterback. He's never had a quarterback. 153 targets, 112 receptions, 17 played games as a rookie, 1194, 10.7 a catch, 5 touchdowns. This 10.7 is going to go, let's just say it went to 14, which is so doable. This guy is going to be a receiver. 14 on 111 catches would be 1,500 yards. This guy, to me, a safe bet on a even 15, let's call it a 16 game season, 15 and a half games. Let's say he misses 15 and a half games. Gets abducted safely by aliens. I'm not suggesting he gets hurt. We don't want to put that out there in the ether. But this guy's going to get you 110 catches again, let's say. At 14, let's call it 13 yards a catch. And let's say that's 14. Let's even dumb this down to 1395. And let's give him, in my opinion, this is his potential floor touchdown number. Because he lives in a totally different setup. Snoopy dropping 5 gifted memberships, by the way. Snoopy, appreciate you, my man.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Any super chats will be handled in order in which they're received. Snoopy, thank you very much. If you got a super chat or a gifted membership from Snoopy, please thank Snoopy. Snoopy, thank you. This is Brock Bowers. I don't even want to say that any of these are a ceiling. I think the 110 is a very nice number. The expectation around this territory, I'm not putting that as a floor. This isn't necessarily a ceiling, though, but this isn't a floor. Floor could be like 1150, 1125, 1100 even. That could be a floor. This could be 95 as a floor potentially. But this isn't ceilinged out. This isn't ceilinged out, but it's not floor. This right here feels like it's probably close to floor numbers if he plays even 15 games. Because The environment is going to be feed this man the ball. It's JSN. You might say, well, wait a minute, JSN's a receiver. This guy's a receiver. Kubiak, who just turned JSN in a crazy, like conservative to a degree environment over in Seattle. This was not some massive, crazy, you saw it coming. It wasn't a disguised, 3 wide receiver set system that was constantly just air attacking this thing out, and JSN couldn't be double teamed. The run game wasn't even as effective as it should have been, leaning on Walker, which is why Walker left, and you can understand why he left. But this was just a feeding of JSN with everyone seeing it coming. And with Brock Bowers and the way you can move him around all over the field, and with Ashton Genty keeping defenses so honest in it being a reciprocation of sorts where Bowers is helping Genty, Genty's helping Bowers, the offensive line is going to be at least middle of the pack. Anybody saying, oh, wait a minute, last year, who cares about last year? As Tony Soprano says, the remember when conversation is one of the most boring forms of conversation, period. There's no worrying about what happened with Pete Carroll's son coaching the offensive line. Pete Carroll's son was handed the offensive line as like a birthday present. Hey, you want to coach my offensive line? This was the worst debacle a coaching staff crumble we've ever seen in our lives, probably. This was an absolute joke, a circus act over in LV last year. Even if they kept the personnel the same on the offensive line, the players, this would have been a totally different ballgame just putting in Kubiak and his team to amp it up, coach it up, get it all healthy. Brock Bowers being on the field, Gino was there, Genty. It would have been like a 3 times better situation across the board. But that's not even what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the best center in the entire National Football League added to this offensive line. One of the biggest pieces, healthy, ready to go. The other additions, the coaching, Brock Bowers coming back in general, just helping everything out. Having Fernando Mendoza, the Fernastronaut, sitting there waiting in the wings in case Cousins can't get it done. Then Fernando comes in. It's just efficient ball. Just efficient ball. Fernando's going to look really good as a rookie. Why? Because they won't ask him to do everything. They won't ask him to do things that a rookie might not be able to do. He's going to be very efficient, hand the ball off, get it to Brock Bowers. They're going to have Naylor and other pieces of this receiving core doing enough that Brock Bowers can't even be double teamed. They'll try. Brock Bowers is going to get open. They're going to scheme him open. This is what Kubiak does. He schemes his number one target open. Brock Bowers is JSN. JSN is Brock Bowers. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. They're one and the same. It doesn't matter if the position technically is different. This is a wide receiver. And we're walking out with a 110, 1395, and 13 touchdown Brock Bowers in 2026. Now, I don't pretend that I'll nail all of these. But like this could be 105, 101. This could be 1450. And this could be 12 or it could be 15. All I know is that we're not capping any of these. There's no ceiling here. This is a guy that can deliver more than what I have on this board. This is a guy that I think goes into 2027 as a top 7 overall, top 6, 7 overall, 6 to 8, if you will, overall pick in 2027 drafts. This is the prime Gronkowski that got drafted at 7, that people had conversations about. Is he the number 1 overall? People in tight end premiums, even half point tight end premiums, will be considering him a 1, 2, 3, 4 overall. 1 full point premium, number 1 overall pick. Some might take Gibbs. Some might take, a super flex. Obviously, quarterbacks will be in the mix. This is a first rounder, bona fide first rounder. Any tight end premium, late first rounder, bare minimum in a 1 QB, non-tight end premium. Super flex, he'll still contend with a 12, 13 turn, if not 8 overall, 7 overall. Even in a non-tight end premium super flex, he might still linger inside the bottom of round 1. That's how good he will be in 2026. And the most beautiful part about all of this is what I continue to emphasize. I emphasized at the beginning of the video. This is a live stream, by the way. We are live. If you're watching right now, please hit that thumb up, subscribe, whether you're watching live or you're watching later. This situation, this Brock Bowers middle of round number 2, sometimes end of round 2, but let's just, play this safe. You can get Jamar Chase at like 3 or 2 sometimes, and you can get Bowers at like 20, 21 sometimes. But let's be a little more realistic and just say we're going to put Jamar Chase over here. We'll put Jackson Smith and Jigba, who easily can go in the middle of any draft. He's falling like crazy. People are definitely discounting him. And you put Bowers in the middle. Now, Jeremiah Love probably doesn't fall to the middle of 3 as often as he does the top. So we're going to be realistic with the situation. And we're going to say you could walk out pretty easily with this. You might say, Smitty, I don't know about that. Like taking an early quarterback. I don't know how many times I got to tell you. It's all about who's on the board. Because if there is a talent like Jeremiah Love on the board, or if you didn't have Brock Bowers and McBride was on the board, and we could talk about what you do if McBride's still there, but ETN is interesting and intriguing there. Buka is very, very nice. But before you start drafting like a Luther Burns climbing up, Devontae Smith climbing up, these guys have no business going ahead of Josh Allen. So if you have a player that has that Jeremiah Love, Nico Collins, Drake London type of value, you take him over Josh Allen. Why? Because you can punt the quarterback position down to Drake May, Joe Burrow, JD5. Makes sense. I do it all the time. But when you're talking about digging around in the weeds to find a player that doesn't belong at 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, and you're just taking a wide receiver. You're not even taking a player anymore. You're taking a wide receiver. That's when you grab Josh Allen. That's when you say to yourself, okay, well, it'll be okay. Even when I see Joe Burrow or JD5 or Drake May still on the board and I'm kicking myself because I could get them there. What talent's still there that you can apples to apples still compare this combo? Okay, yeah, you could have got Devontae Smith in round number 3 and then not taken Josh Allen, and you could have got potentially, let's say, Drake May at 6.2, whatever. And sometimes those guys go a lot higher. You're not getting Drake May, JD5, and Joe Burrow in every format. ESPN, Yahoo, they go in 5, sometimes late 4. So it kind of depends where you're drafting. But even if, let's say, you could get one of those guys at 6.5, which is a little bit more rare, or even Mahomes later, am I able to get somebody that can contend with Devontae Smith in this territory? You bet your bottom dollar I can. Whether it's DK Metcalf at 7, whether it's Parker Washington in 6 or 7, or BTJ, or a handful of other running backs, even Jonathan Brooks in 8. Let's say you could get Caleb in 6 or 7 or whatever, and I take Jonathan Brooks in 8. Jonathan Brooks and Josh Allen versus Caleb and Devontae Smith. Who are you taking? Some of you Devontae Smith truthers, I'm sure, answering Devontae Smith, right? But I feel bad that you feel that way. I've been trying to convince you otherwise. Rome says Manungai not even practice. Bro, Rome, we've already covered this. Manungai's fine. He's got his pads on. He's ready to go in just a few days. Like, relax. Manungai, I know you got a lot of DeAndre Swift shares, but calm down on the Kyle Manungai front. He's going to take over and be a 1,000-yard rusher this year. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to be a wild ride if you're doubting Kyle Manungai already. If you don't go Josh Allen, Buka should be there. Buka's not there in every scenario, but for the most part, he should be there. Rashee Rice can sometimes fall to 3.5. Look, grandma leagues are a little different. That's no disrespect. I play in a grandma league myself. I have one grandma league. I have one, very, very competitive shark league. And sometimes the grandma leagues are drafting the right way, the appropriate way. Quarterbacks should go higher. But in grandma leagues, they do. In supposed shark leagues, they punt quarterback because they've been brainwashed to punt quarterback. This happens in ESPN or Yahoo drafts, or doesn't in Yahoo, doesn't ESPN. Had fallen this far in underdog drafts, and then Rice climbed back up. This happens very easily in non-best ball drafts. If you're in an ESPN Yahoo managed home league, Neighbors is still not yet to the point where he is in best ball, where it's a little more wide receiver hungry. But Neighbors is going in this 21, 22, 23, 19, 25, 26, kind of not falling much past 27. But in a grandma league, an ESPN league, people are just not in the know. And this is what you walk out with. And then you go running back shopping with Hendy and Bashal Tootin and Bucky Irving, which you could kind of essentially get at least two of those. Sometimes Bucky might fall. He falls here in best ball, and in managed grandma leagues might fall to 6. You might get Tootin early, Hendy early, Tootin or Hendy here, whichever one you didn't grab there, and Bucky here. Who's not winning a championship with Njigba, Bowers, Neighbors, Hendy, Tootin, and Bucky, and Mahomes? Who's not winning a league with that? That's what I thought. Bowers is the real key component of a lot of this because of the way that you can, even if you go RB, let's say you take this guy out and we throw Genty in at this 6-7 pick. Now what are we looking like? Balance as hell. Now what are we looking like? We can grab Drake May in this 6 territory, or if we had to go early 5, whatever. Like this is glory right here. This is a league-winning team. Round 4, I mean, you could even go early wide receiver shopping here that might seem a little. Well, you probably can't get this in every format, but again, ESPN, Yahoo, you might see Lab McConkey float here instead of here. It's all dependent on where you're drafting and who you're drafting with. Garrett Wilson oftentimes is in round 4, like it kind of lives in round 4. Who's not winning with this? Who's not winning with this team? And then you get the Scootin' Tootin' in round number 5, or you get Hendy in round number 5. This right here is glory. This right here is a ticket to the promised land. This right here is unfair. This right here is a championship. And if it's not Hendy, throw in our boy Bashal, the facial Scootin' Tootin', and this dude's winning you a championship. This right here, and if you don't like Wilson, that's fine. You can go Mike Evans. You're afraid of Mike Evans? He might fall to round 5. Good. Be afraid of Mike Evans. I don't care. He's got a quad, and it's called very, very, very tiny concern whatsoever. Mainly just a maintenance thing, just to make sure everything's good. So don't like that. Don't care, but doesn't matter. Switch it out. Don't like Adams? That's fine. Go early Hendy. Go Lamar. Go BTJ or DK here. Go Parker Washington here. Go Lamar here. This is a never-ending ability to shift everything in a different direction. Put DK early in round number 6. Take out Drake May. Throw Lamar in. Every one of these teams, you could say, oh, one's better than the other. Sure, but they're all championship teams. It's just a matter, how do you want to win your championship? Do you want to win it with the Drake May in round 6? Who's not winning with this team? It's a rinse and repeat situation. And then you know what I do? I know we're talking Bowers here, but I'm telling you right now, this is probably one of the best steals in fantasy football 2026. You could even trade him later. You can do something glorious with this. This could be your flex option. This could be your safety net if Bowers were to miss 4 or 5 games or something weird happens. This is just unfair. I don't even know what this is about. All I know is we're winning championships off the back of Harold Fannin 8-9 round territory. Tucker Kraft going in the 9, 8, 9, probably 9, more than 9 than anything. But these are just monster steals in 2026. Okonkwo, love him later too. This is glory right here. So you want to win your league? This is one way. It's a one-way ticket to glory, a one-way ticket to trying to crush your opponents, a one-way ticket to people not wanting you to play in their league the next year. Brock Bowers is a total cheat code, and the numbers that I've projected for him are right here on the screen. And Brock Bowers, you are Smitty approved.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Dial in. Appreciate everybody in the building. If you missed this show, go watch it. Gibbs, Tootin, Mike Evans. We talked a lot about all those players on screen. Thank you for the super chats, and let me answer some of these, and then we're going to get into an underdog promo code Smitty draft. In fact, hit that link, sign up using promo code Smitty. Underdog will match your first deposit. Let's jump into a Best Ball Mania right now. Hit the Best Ball Mania button. Underdog promo code Smitty. They'll match your first deposit 50% all the way up to $1,000. and we'll jump into a draft here. I hope I don't. I'm sure I'm going to get the 10 or 11 pick because that's the way it just rolls with me whenever I do a live stream. Not every time, but for the most part, that's what happens. So get ready to see me drafting 10, 11, or 12. Just the way it is. Just the way it is. Okay. Super chats will be answered in order in which they're received. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Shelly, Simi, Valley, DK, Aldi, everybody over on the Rumble side of the fence. We're nearing like 19.5K over on Rumble. Let's go back over to this screen. Thank you for the super chats. Jesus, thank you for this one. What are your thoughts on Devontae Smith and Waddle? Waddle's okay in like mid to late 4, I suppose. I don't draft him a lot there. I'd rather have the value of like Waddle in like 5, which is never happening. So I don't draft a lot of Waddle. I like him okay at late 4, I guess. Devontae Smith's one of the worst picks in fantasy. It's not that he's not good. Love the guy. 4th round pick. He's good. He's good in the 4th round. Later in 4th, the better. But he's going 3.1. Now, if he's not going 3.1, Jesus, if in your particular league, ESPN, Yahoo, he's trending in like the top of 4, mid 4, that's exactly where it should be. And that's fine. Then he's not the worst pick in fantasy. If he's going at 3.2, 3.1, and we often see him going at 2.12 and 2.11 and sometimes 2.10 right now. We've seen this about 3 times this week. It's just stupidity at its finest when it comes to ADP value. So that's what I think about it. But, you know, trust your gut. Looks like I got the 11 pick. You got to be kidding me. All right. This one here is from Fran. Fran, thank you. Appreciate you. Hey, Smitty. Sorry, it's unrelated to Bowers. No problem. I wanted your thoughts on a trade. 1 QB, 0.5 PPR, Dynasty. Sent Jamar for JD5 Love and a mid to early 27 first rounder. It's a 1 QB. So JD5 obviously doesn't have the same power, but it's still a great pick. And then Jeremiah Love's a first round pick to me in Dynasty Startup. So you're dropping from the number 2 or 3 overall player in Jamar Chase to Love, who honestly was like top 5 or 6 for most people until recently when the brainwashing of Arizona being so bad for him, which is just asinine, until that kind of took hold. So I think you got to steal here. I love Jamar Chase. I do. Absolutely love him. I'm on the clock here. 12 seconds left. We'll go Genty here. Absolutely love Jamar Chase. He's number 2 or 3, but Love has the potential to be a top 5 player. Now, if you didn't need a quarterback, it definitely could be different, I think. But if you needed a quarterback, and this completely transforms how many studs you have on your team when you're looking at it, and you didn't have somebody like Mahomes or somebody, and you're just kind of like doubling up on quarterback or something, and you said it's a 1 QB, so you got to be careful with that. I'm going to go Achane here. Achane, to me, deserves to be in the top 5, 6, 7, 8 overall. Like Brock Bowers. We'll probably have to take Brock Bowers in a different draft. I didn't want to force him here because I don't want to condone. I would take him this high, but I don't want to condone it. I want to see if we can get a later pick and show the advantages of a Brock Bowers at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 overall. His ADP is 20.3. I don't want to move it. I don't want you taking him at 14. Because then you're going to start taking him at 12. Then you're going to start taking him at 8. You're going to start taking him at 7. I've done it before. I've taken him at 2.2, but it is a rarity. I'm definitely not taking him at 2.2 all the time. But it is something that I will explore. And everybody should have some variants of builds that, like JSN and Bowers is fantastic. That's what I wanted. That's what we needed in this draft. That's what I was hoping for. Thanks again, Shelly, for being here. Simi Valley, all of you guys in the chat. Appreciate every single one of you. Let's go ahead and look at what we got here. And I'll answer these chats in order of which they're received. Thanks again, Jesus. Appreciate you. Bobby dropping a super. Can I get those glasses if I win? if I win with your lineup. I don't know what that means. Bobby, you can buy these glasses anytime your little heart desires over on gunner.com. These are the Maverick Silver and
the Gunner Player of the Week.
Brought to you by Gunner.com.
You can get a pair anytime your little heart desires, my boy. Using promo code Smitty, you get 15% off as well. So I would advise you to check that out. They're wonderful, bro. They're absolutely wonderful. Thank you, DK. Appreciate you. Let's see what we can do here. What kind of damage we can do at this 3-4 turn and see what we can cook up. This is a Best Bowl Mania. The first place prize is $2 million. Second place is $1 million, and so on, and it goes down. Thank you, Shelly. Appreciate you. Who appreciate you being here. Thank you, everybody, for filing in. Many Dogs, DK. Thanks again for the super chat so far, guys. Travis in the building. Travis, you're free to call in if you like. Look at this wide receiver. Look at the running back run. That's almost like clockwork. It really is. It's Genty, Hampton, Walker, Achane, Cook, Brown, Henry, Barkley. It's like every time it's this brick wall. And then these wide receivers at this other corner. It's very, very funny how these trends build. And look at the three receivers. The trends are crazy. But Nico Pickens, Devontae Smith, Neighbors, Flowers, Rice, Igbuka. This is an awful pick right here. This is an awful pick. What'd I tell you? The 2-3 turn, it's like clockwork. This is an awful pick. Flowers is an awful pick. Buka, Rice, and Neighbors. I like those picks. Those picks are fine. You are live. Who is this and where are you calling from?
This is Trevor. I'm calling from North Carolina.
What's up, Trevor?
I just have a question. I got a question about a trade that I've been contemplating tonight.
Okay, hit me with it.
So it's just a regular dynasty league. It's not super flex or anything. There are 4 flex spots.
McBride almost fell.
And I'm kind of in a win now position. And I offered it, but I backed out. I thought I would sleep on it. It's MHJ for Devontae Adams, Jonathan Brooks, and a 2027 third. I have Chuba Hubbard.
Say it again. MHJ for what? Devontae Adams and a third rounder?
And Jonathan Brooks to pair with Chuba Hubbard.
I'm torn on that. Is there a lot of money at stake that you're going to be able to bring in? Because Adams will probably have a better year than MHJ, but if there's any more dynasty thinking to this, you probably got to go with MHJ side. The third rounder does nothing for me.
Yeah, I agree. And I actually was able to get it up to a second round pick swap. The guy that I'm working on trading with has probably the worst team you could ever imagine, and I would be very surprised if he doesn't finish last. But
we'll try a burden.
So that was part of it, but yeah, it's just tricky because I do want to win now, and I know MHJ is a little bit risky, and it's kind of a make or break year for him.
Yeah, he's been doing better. By the way, guys, I'm trying a burden team. We haven't drafted a burden team in a while. Let's try burden from the spot. I went Achane, Genty, Josh Allen. I went best player available, and it's going to leave us with some potential voids at wide receiver, but let's try it out. It's a unique build that I might not like, but if I don't try it and you guys don't get to see it, it's harder for you to take a gamble on this. I think, then it's easy for me because I'm just ripping through so many of these drafts. We got a huge Arizona dust storm, the trash blowing all over the streets. Trash cans are knocked over. I'm just seeing stuff flying by my camera system. This wind, Arizona's crazy with these monsoons. I like trying these kinds of things for you guys so you can see it. And if they don't work, they don't work. We'll just run another one back. Let me see what Rockout thinks on that. Hold on one second, caller. Let me put him on here. Okay, Rockout, what do you think? Would you rather have MHJ and a third rounder, or would you rather have, or is it Devontae Adams and a third? And then what else? Devontae Adams and a third, or MHJ? Is that what it was?
It's Devontae Adams, a third, and Jonathan Brooks.
Oh, Jonathan Brooks. I missed that. I don't know why. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. And keep in mind, I have Chuba Hubbard, too.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why I didn't hear that part. I'm doing 10,000 things. I'm sorry. I would take the Jonathan Brooks side. I would take the Jonathan Brooks side. I'm sorry I didn't hear that.
Yeah, take the Brooks side.
Yeah, because that's such an added bonus, bro. It gives you an ability to flip it too. Yeah, easy call. Easy call.
That's easy.
Okay.
Easy call.
Because I was gonna pull the trigger tonight on that,
I would.
but
I would smash it.
back off.
I would smash it.
All right.
Yeah.
You give me confidence. I'll go ahead and put this offer back on the table.
All right, man.
'Cause
Yeah,
he's down for it.
Yeah, I like that. That's a great trade, bro. I didn't hear that. All right, later, bro.
No, you're fine.
I'm so busy. Look at this team from the 2 spot. That's a really good team. Bijan, Tootin, Nico, Neighbors, Evans. I like that a lot. I had a question. Somebody said, did Love get taken too early? Well, yeah, I mean, his ADP, but his ADP is only 2-3 spots down. The problem is the guy took Flowers with his 3rd pick. Not that Flowers is bad. It's just that's not a good selection. Just because I like, Bashal Tootin, I can't take him at 15 overall and call it a good pick. You can't put lipstick on a shopping cart and call it a dog. Hammer, 2 wide receivers here. We're going to try. Watch out. We're going to see what we can get. The wide receivers that are available, BTJ, DJ Moore's going to be... he was going to be there. Man, can you imagine if Devontae Adams falls all the way down to this pick? That would be unbelievable. Burden Adams. Problem is, they always go right here, the next pick. Like McBride almost fell. That would have been crazy. So Adams is still there. This guy needs a receiver too. He's going to take Adams. It's always the case, man. It's always the case. 99% of the time, they're going to go right before your pick. I'll be so ecstatic if see Devontae. You got to be kidding me. Roma Dunze. I could go Roma Dunze here, double down, but I think we'll go. We'll go BTJ here, and then probably swing back and take Parker Washington or MHJ, and then try and grab Michael Wilson. I think MHJ is pretty intriguing just because of the Michael Wilson type. I like Parker Washington a lot, though, here, too. But do I want to grab both Parker Washington and BTJ, or do I want to grab BTJ, no Parker Washington, then MHJ and Michael Wilson? Let's go Parker Washington. Let's do something different. And to be honest with you, like with this approach, we're pretty much guaranteeing ourselves a top 12 wide receiver. Even if, let's say, Parker Washington finishes 14 and BTJ finishes 15, the combination of the best ball optimal scoring rotation, the games that Parker Washington doesn't score top 12, BTJ probably does, and then it just, it's like bully quarterback in a way. And I do think that it's not a waste of a pick to have both of them, because I think one's still going to contribute. But it's kind of an interesting team. Is it my favorite team? No. Do I think it's going to win Best Ball Mania? Probably not. I wish you would have taken a third. I wish you would do your own draft, Many Dogs. No offense. But didn't you just hear what I said? That we're going to try this out? Why you always got to complain? Can you do this, Smitty? Can you do that, Smitty? Many Dogs, just enjoy the show, bro. Enjoy the show. I'm doing this on purpose to see if it's possible. Is that okay with you? Thank you. I'm not mad at you. It's my resting face. This is my bedside manner, Many Dogs. Rock out. What can I do for you? You're live.
Okay. What are like 2 or 3 players we're kind of fading, and we're kind of they're not gonna have a good year? We should have known they would have a good year.
Like in retrospect, we're like, damn, that was obvious. That kind of stuff.
Say if Devontae Smith had a top 5 year.
I think that it's probably going to be something along the lines of I think the rest of the world's going to say that about Drake May, AJB, Achan. Deeper calls, I would say BTJ's got that appeal. Parker Washington's got that appeal. Jacksonville with Tootin. Jacksonville in general has got that appeal. Tootin might be my favorite. I just think people are going to look back and say 5th round. Really? Like, what a Best Ball Mania winning component to your team is a Tootin 5th round draft selection is what I think people are going to say. Hendy in round 5. Hendy and Tootin would be my calls. Hendy and Tootin.
Is there like an unsexy player that could rise up in your opinion?
Dowdle, Jadarian Price. I mean, these guys are not going high. Okonkwo. Running backs.
Yeah.
I don't know. Harvey, could be a total shock to people if they leaned on him. I don't know if they will. I'm predicting you need the combination of everybody.
Is there any specific ones that you're like fading right now, but you could see them do better than you think they are?
I don't know. There's probably some here and there, but not anything crazy right now. I mean, I think, I'm not fading Judkins at all, but I like him a lot. I've always liked him. Last year we were like trade for him, but the problem is what happened last year after we were thinking of how good of a value he could have been trading for him. He just kind of, I don't want to say vanished, but they just didn't use him. Let's go with, this is 7. It's a little bit early here, but it doesn't really matter what I do. I'm going to get both the players I want right here. So it's just about making sure that I think I get the guy that I think this guy could potentially snag. And then right here, the quarterbacks that are available. Do I go? Yeah, let's do it. Hold on. Let me wait. Come on, my guy. Is he timing out here? Let's go T-Law here and get T-Law with BTJ and Parker Washington and go from there. Wide receivers are pretty solid. Running backs are really solid. We got a little cross stream going on with Trevor Lawrence and the receivers. Josh Allen's obviously a beast. The only player I was considering here would have been Michael Wilson over T-Law, or, could have potentially went tight end, but I wanted to grab that T-Law action right there. T-Law with Parker, with BTJ. Josh Allen and T-Law together, like, let's say Josh Allen's projected for 345 and T-Law's like 300. Together, they'd probably give me 450 in optimal scoring. All right, rock out. Anything else?
Yeah, I give you a breakdown of my team real quick.
Yeah.
I'll give you like the starters. What's that?
Let me see if I can erase my board. Hold on, rock out. Man, I hate these markers. These markers are really good. They don't give up very quick. But I have to it's so hard to erase it right after I write it. It's insane.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, these are like the starters. I got Stafford, Love, Pierce, wide receivers, Puka, Adams, Burden, also DK, and then tight end Bowers.
What team is this? Dynasty? Redraft? Best
Dynasty.
Ball? Okay.
I mean, best ball, my bad.
So, Best Ball Redraft. Okay. Stafford, Love, Pierce, Puka, Adams, Burden, Bowers. Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's unique. I think this kind of team better in weeklies than it would be potentially in Best Ball Mania, but, man, it could do well. The only thing I'd say is if you can get out of the rounds, round 1, weeks 1 through 14, and be the second ranked team and get out, and then Pierce and Love are firing on all cylinders, that's when this team can win. So that's gonna be your struggles. Can you sneak out of the top 2? And I'm not saying Love and Pierce will struggle. I'm just saying that's gonna be what it hangs on. And that's a pretty fun bet to make. But definitely.
Also got my one guy.
Okay. I like it, bro. I like it a lot. All right, rock out. Call back if you got another one. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, cool.
All right, later. We may do like a little phone line hangout later, rock out. So hang tight. You see here. What are we going to do with this next pick, ladies and gentlemen? What shall we do? Available at the, oh man, Fannon's there. But what happens normally, thank God. Okay, so Fannin, there's no wide receiver sitting here that I'd be devastated if I didn't get, or running back, but I'd be devastated if I didn't get Fannin. So we're going to go Fannin there. And really, when you do think about how much I love Bowers, and boy, do I love Bowers, the cost difference of Bowers here and Fannin here, granted, there's a big difference in production, but is the production worthy of the gap? And the answer is no. So Fannin's a steal, a league winner. Love Wandell Robinson here at the risk of this guy snagging him listening to me. Travis Kelce, no thank you. What are we doing here? Jalen Coker's really, really nice. Could he fall to my next pick? Maybe, but probably not. Jacoby Myers would have been interesting if I did snag him, but I probably wouldn't have. This pick right here, I think Wandell's pretty good, but I'm going to go with my gut and just say Coker's going to have an amazing season. And his ADP is a little bit before it comes back to me, so I'm just going to take him now. I don't care. In best ball, what are you going to do? You can't trade. So as long as you're not picking players that couldn't make it back to you, like the ADP says he won't make it back by like 4 picks. So it's okay to reach in the 11 or 12 spot or even 10 spot if you're really not going to get the player back. Like that's not reaching to me. That's just, especially here, it is reaching in the first 3 rounds or 4 rounds. But when you're in like near double digit territory or breaching like round 9, even round 8, round 7, you can start thinking like that. Don't think that way in the second round. There's like a point. I guess the point would be probably maybe round 5 is you can start doing that. Late round 4, mid round 4, you can take somebody. Yeah, something like that. Or I guess if we're talking about the end, so you go down and back. I would say this Garrett Wilson pick for this 12 drafter, that's the first pick in this round. I think that's where you could probably start to say, okay, I'm going to take Evans, who's all the way down here at this pick. Or I'm going to take Lamar Jackson, like if that was your pick. Like, that's fine. I'd say starting round 4 is when you can start thinking about it. They won't come back to me. Who cares? Get my guy. That's okay. Rounds 1, 2, and 3, don't play that game. That game's not a good game to play. So this team's pretty good. I don't think it's my best team I've ever assembled. I'll tell you that right now. I think it's definitely a tough team to imagine winning it all. However, it's possible that Burden and Parker Washington play so good, and Brooks potentially, that this team ends up being different than we anticipate. I'm going to go into one more Best Ball Mania right now. I'm going to click the button right now. Close this one out. I'm still going to draft it. I'll keep you posted on it, but this is a night of exercising different approaches. And let's hope we know I'm going to get to 10, 11, 12. We just know it. There's no question about it. Man, you got to be kidding me. It's like clockwork, bro. It's like clockwork. It's insane. right. I'm in the. Let me pull the draft up. Unbelievable. Okay, so I'm on the clock in this other draft. Goddard, Willis, Keaton Mitchell, Okonkwo. Let's go. I'm going to go, actually, Travis Hunter. I'm going to go Travis Hunter. I might go Keaton Mitchell with my next pick. Let me pull up this other draft that I just started here. I'm 8 picks away. Best Ball Mania. 8 picks away already. Jeez, man, this thing's flying. 8 picks away. 7 picks away. Best Ball Mania. 6 picks away. Okay, this is the draft here. And I'm number 12, of course. All right, here's the draft. Jeez, man. Maybe we do the Brock Bowers thing here, though. Let's go Keaton Mitchell. If CeeDee Lamb falls, I'll be pretty happy. I don't know. JJ, I just don't love taking JJ here. I've got a lot of JJ shares already, too. I just don't know if I want to take him anymore right here. I've taken him probably in like, I got to think like 50 drafts I have JJ. So having JJ in like 50 drafts, why continue to take him? Let's go ahead. Hopefully this guy takes JJ right here. This is unreal how many times I get this. I agree. Okay, JJ, good. I know you guys are going to say, why don't you take Cook? Do you hate Cook? I don't hate Cook. It's just not my favorite pick right here. Let's go with good old Hampton. And let's go Hampton and AJB. We'll try Bowers on another team. Tonight was supposed to be a Bowers night, but I can't get this freaking 10 or 11 or 12 pick. Like, seriously, if you looked at the numbers, I'm probably drafting at 11, 10, or 12 90% of the time. It makes no sense whatsoever. It does not feel randomized. It's constant. It's so wild. And some of you say, Smitty, you draft the same teams over and over because I keep getting the same draft pick over and over. What am I supposed to do? Just pick players I don't like? I have a rotation, and I'm the only reason that this running back wall broke up, right? Hampton, and then I went AJB, which is a very good combo, I might add. I like this combo a lot. All right, phone calls. Dial in.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Jeez, man. Nico, that's so early. I mean, you got to try different things, But, man, this is... Why can't it be in a spot where I can take Neighbors, I can't get Neighbors. I can't get... Bowers and Chase is unbelievable. Those are two of the three-headed monsters. I don't think I've gotten Bowers and Chase yet. Now, maybe I have somewhere, but that's what you want. That is ideal. Watch this guy screw it up and take Devontae Smith. Or Flowers. Watch him screw it all up. Or Monty. Yeah, we're taking Monty at 3.3. Caller, you're live. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Smitty. This is David calling from Connecticut. Love
What's
the
up?
show. Just
Thank
found
you.
you this off season. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, bro. Just trying to dominate here. But
Nothing like a little 11th and 12th pick drafts, am I right?
over and over, bro. Over and over and over. Although my other team looks pretty good. I mean, I've got Josh Allen, T-Law, both by week 7, by the way, so I have to figure that out. Genty, Achane, Jonathan Brooks, Keaton Mitchell, Jonah Coleman. And then I got Luther Burden, BTJ, Parker Washington, Jalen Coker, Travis Hunter as well. And then Harold Fannin. It's unique. Almost be one of those better weekly winner teams for sure than it would be. But I still really like it. It's unique. It's very good.
Good to get some different drafts out there, right?
I timed down on Trey Tucker.
Oh.
Damn it. All right, what can I do for you, bro? Running two.
Yeah, I was wondering, did your other draft finish?
No, I'm timing out over there efficiently. What can I do for you, bro?
I've got some decisions to make. One of the leagues I'm in with a bunch of my buddies is a 12-team, 4-keeper, full PPR league. The rules are a little strange there, though, because for the past few years, those keeper picks have not increased in value. So just, for example, I got Kyron Williams a few years back, right before he broke out, and he's been my round 15 keeper ever since. So, but Kamish came out and said that our keepers are going to start increasing in round value starting next year. So I'd like to get your thoughts on who I should keep on my 4 keepers. So I'll go through my my options here.
All right, hold on. Let me erase the board. Let me make these 2 picks real quick, and then I'll
go for it. Exactly.
Of course, the guy took Devontae Smith that had Chase and Bowers. I knew it. Okay, Josh Allen. Josh Allen here. No, that's good. All right. I really like ETN here. I know everybody else is kind of like questioning ETN this year. I don't really get it. Garrett Wilson is pretty nice too. Get a little variation going on here. I think I'm going to go with good old. I like Devontae Adams as well. We're going to go Garrett Wilson. So we got a little diversity going on the rosters. I don't have very many, if any, Hampton, AJB, ETN teams. So having Garrett Wilson with that's unique. It's different.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that combination before.
I like it.
Should be good. Yeah.
All right. Well, give me your team.
So here are my options for keepers. So I could have first round Justin Jefferson, second round Jonathan Taylor, third round Lamar Jackson, which I don't think I'm going to do, but that's an option. Fourth round George Pickens. Fifth round, the reason I called in, you're going to love this. Fifth round Brock Bowers. I could have in the 6th round Rashee Rice.
Hold on one second. Let me just hold on one second. Your team looks good, bro. Brock Bowers 5th round.
Yes, sir.
And then you said Rice in what round?
In the 6th.
Okay.
I'm not going to go through all the rounds. That would be terrible. Yeah. But
you keep
the only 2 other ones I'm thinking of: 10th round Javonte Williams or 15th round Kyron Williams.
Okay. So
those are my options.
And then how many?
4 keepers. I can keep 4. So
okay, well,
I'll tell you what I'm thinking, and then I'd like to get your thoughts. I'm thinking JT round 2, no brainer, 100% keep. Brock Bowers at the 5 feels like a no brainer for me. 100% want to keep him. I really like Kyron's value, just like in the 15th round. That's crazy. But JJ at the 1 I have is kind of, I remember drafted him when he was a rookie, and it was great. I've had him on, I think, every team, like every season since I started playing fantasy, which is crazy. But I don't know. I've got some questions about the Vikings offense.
Bro, so, let me just stop you there. Let me stop you there. This is not even close to me. I already circled them on screen. JT, Pickens, Bowers, Rice. There's just not a debate.
Let's go.
Kyron, I like Kyron, bro, but if you don't have him cuffed, then you're running the risk. It's not even close, bro. Not to mention, like, you still get your first rounder and your third rounder to build around this. Who's going to stop this team?
I feel you. Exactly. Yeah.
I wouldn't overthink it, bro. I wouldn't overthink it. Did I time out? No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I think you're overthinking it. Chad, am I right or wrong? There's just no debate here.
The only thing that I'm thinking of, okay, with so if I don't have JJ as my first round keep, I'm just trying to think, like, league wise from my league mates. There's not a lot left on the board in the first, like, everybody's got like their first round picks locked up. Like,
yeah, but that's proportionately the same going down. So then you're if you keep JJ over, let's say, who you kicking out? Rice, who's a top 25 overall player. If you kick him out, then when you get to round 6, it's even worse. Or when you get to whatever, like you're gonna have the best shot at getting the best player you can to add to this arsenal. And you literally have Rice could be top 5, JT could be top 3, Pickens could be top 6, it could be top 5, but like top 6 or 7. Bowers is number 1. It's just not even close to me. Javonte and Kyron don't even hold it. It's not even a close call whatsoever. And JJ's a round 1 guy. Like, you also got to think about, bro, JJ's a round. This is where he goes at 12 or 13 already. Like, you're not getting any sort of discount on him at all. Not to mention, do you have your picks yet? Do you know what? Hold on 1 second, bro. Hold on.
No problem. No problem.
Okay, Bucky's there. I'm going to go Bucky here. And then at wide receiver, we got Parker Washington. I think I'm going to go quarterback. Drake May's there. Let's go Drake May with AJB. So Drake, wow, this team pretty good. Hampton, AJ Brown, ETN, Garrett Wilson, Bucky Irving, Drake May.
Wow, that's a lineup.
I like that. I like that a lot. I think I better pay attention to the rest of this draft. Yeah, this is an easy call, bro. Easy call. Like, what pick you going to get, you said? You don't know?
I do not know. All I know is I'm definitely not getting into the first 6 picks, I don't think.
Why?
I made playoffs last year, so
it's a lottery, so you could get it.
It's dude, I'm telling you, like, it's so funny. This league is so strange. I know you got a show to run, so I don't want to take up all the show time here. But basically, Kamish, there were in the chat of the league and everything, right? It was like, hey man, is there some collusion going on? What's going on, Kamish? Because basically, right, it's a league with a bunch of my high school buddies and, some of their friends. And, like, I think my commissioner's dad is in it and maybe his brother.
Are you saying it's corrupt? Are you saying it's corrupt?
I didn't
probably
say
is.
that, but, dude.
Okay, well, anyway, bro,
blind.
Even if there's a shot at it, you can't keep JJ at the 1.1. You can't keep JJ at the 1.3. Like, that's another reason why you have to consider the pick. If JJ's worth the first rounder, he's not good enough to keep in the first round.
To keep in the first round.
Because you don't know where that pick's going to be. You could screw yourself royally, and you're like, oh my God, this guy's here. But I know you're saying there's not a lot of players left, but I think you'll be plenty happy with what you can wrap around what you already got. All right, got to go, bro. Appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Smitty.
Right,
appreciate it.
This team's looking good. Wow. And I know some people don't like the ETN pick per se, and you could technically plug in, or no, Buko isn't there. I don't know. I don't know who. Like, I guess I'd challenge somebody to tell me who I should have taken instead of ETN. Josh Allen was gone. This other team's looking pretty wild over here. This other team, just so you guys know, I've timed out once or twice, I think. But Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Brissett. That's my bye week guy. So hopefully he's in the lineup. And week 7 he should still be in there. That's when Trevor Lawrence and Allen have a bye. God, that seems early, week 7. Genty, Achan, Brooks, Keaton Mitchell, Jonah Coleman. Receivers are Luther Burden, BTJ, Parker Washington, Coker, Travis Hunter, timed out on Trey Tucker, Cyrus Allen, Fannin, and Parker Washington. And this is my last pick to get another tight end up in this mug. We'll go ahead and grab it. Okay, so that team's done. That team's done. This team's looking good, though. Super chats will be handled in order in which they're received. Travis, appreciate you being in here. Travis, you can feel free to call in. I don't know if you're taking a chill, relaxing watch the show, not have to worry about the nonsense night. But you feel free. DK would have been nice. But boys, we got a lot of good players still on the board right here. quarterback, we could go Hampton if we wanted. Dowdle, okay. You guys know I'm probably taking Jonathan Brooks here. Jonathan Brooks, RJ Harvey, Manungai. Michael Wilson's really nice. Let's go ahead and take Jonathan Brooks so we don't time out or have any sort of like hiccup with the freezing or whatever. I like Michael Wilson. He's my only... do we have a tight end yet? We do not. I'm just going to do it. I'm taking best... I know he could fall. Probably won't. This team's unreal. I know I'm going a little light at wide receiver. I could have went Michael Wilson. I really do like Michael Wilson a lot. Michael Wilson's pretty damn good at that spot. That's about the only player, like Josh Downs and Michael Wilson were the only two players I was considering, but putting Coker and Fannin in my lineup instead of Michael Wilson and whatever tight end I get later, and I could still get a really good one like a Conquo, but I think that was important for this team. I still really believe in what having a light wide receiver like 3 is fine by me. If that's my project all year, which I don't need to have control of, it's optimal scoring. But if my project spot is my wide receiver 3 rotation and I get the right guys in there to do the job, I'm fine with it. Pretty good. Let's go. Hit that thumb up button, everybody. We only got 61 thumbs up. We got how many people in the building tonight? Want to say like 200 or so on YouTube. So hit that thumb up button, guys. Appreciate you. Kraft was a nice pick. I thought about Kraft, but I was like, Fannin's my guy. That could be my number. Could be the number 3 tight end this year. Fannin gets so disrespected. Jonathan Brooks, Bucky, ETN. Probably gonna miss out on. Well, let's see here. Hold on. I don't want to say too much because I feel like I'm gonna screw myself. How do you pick? We're cutting it close on somebody we kind of want to have. We can kind of put the pieces together in a way. Wide receiver wise, we could. Worthy will be gone. Wandell could be there. Jalen Coker will for sure be there. Travis Hunter will be there. I love Travis Hunter this year. Stribling will be there later. Not we don't need him now. It could be tight as far as this third wide receiver, but I think if we land the right guy like Coker or Wandell, I think we'll be okay. We could go Wandell and Coker if they're there, and that could be the rotational 3. Be pretty secure. Let's go. Yeah, Drake May has the capability of being the number 1 quarterback. Josh Allen's my 1. I think Josh Allen, it's almost ludicrous to not have Josh Allen 1 or to expect Josh Allen to be the number 1 overall scorer in fantasy football. But if anybody's going to dethrone him, could be injury, could be anything, it's Drake May. I think Drake May is going to go absolutely nuclear. Anybody that doesn't agree with that is just, they've got a bunch of fandom and previous doubling down Donnie syndrome, like creeping in. All right, here we go. Let's go. Worthy got taken. Harvey got taken. There's a certain player that we really, really kind of need. It's gonna be close. Manungai, nice pick. Manungai, this is right about where Jay Brooks used to go. His ADP is a little later though. It's probably more like 96 to whatever, and I took him at 80, whatever. But I couldn't expect him to be back. Fall back to me. I'm a little bit at risk of somebody taking right here. This guy could take my guy because of the build of his team. I can kind of see it. Gonna be close call. I'm not the end of the world, but because of the way that the team's structured, we'll be fine. Okay. I want to go wide receiver here, but we have to take somebody if they're there. You know who I'm talking about. You know what we're cooking up. You know what we're dialing up. This guy's been sniping player after player for me. So Gainwell, it is. Gainwell, Bucky, cuffed up, ready to rumble. Wide receiver. Let's go Wandell. Yeah. I love Coker. We've taken Coker in like every draft. But Coker has a chance at coming back to us. I think he's like, we're talking like maybe 3 ADP spots short, but we've seen stranger things happen. Quarterback runs can definitely push a couple players down. As of right now, Jalen Coker is 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th spot above the cutoff line, and I'll let you know as he drops. If he drops. It'd be a nice situation. I like this team a lot. Hampton, AJB. Didn't get Mitchell, but I was kind of in a bind. Well, actually, we still might be able to get him. But I was kind of in a bind not to take him here. I needed Wandell. Needed that third receiver bad. Phone lines are open.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
All right, well, what do you guys rank this team out of 10? Hampton, AJB, ETN, Garrett Wilson, Bucky, Drake May, Jonathan Brooks, Fannin, Gainwell, Wandell. It's a good-looking squad. Michael from San Diego, you're live.
What's going on, Smitty?
What's up, bro?
Looking at the board here, and I've been watching a lot more of your drafts recently. This Achane value is getting kind of crazy to me.
I love it.
2.9 is insane.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll
for a
have
guy
Achane.
who would be,
Tomorrow we'll have an
Yeah.
Achane video. I told you guys Bowers would be today.
Perfect.
Tomorrow's Achane.
yeah, perfect. I don't know. I don't think he's going there in like Yahoo and Sleeper and
I don't know,
about
bro.
ESPN.
I don't know, bro. I'm hearing a lot of people crap on him all over the place, bro. They're just so worried about Miami. They think there's nothing else. They're just going to key on him. And then the biggest nonsense that you're hearing is that Malik Willis doesn't check the ball down. And the thing that if you ever want to catch somebody that says that, you just say, so you're looking at his small sample. Well, if you're committing to that, then by a lot of metrics, he's a top 5 quarterback.
That's a lazy take.
Yeah,
Devon Achane's going to have to lead the team in production.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. But again, if people are going to use the small sample to define the checkdowns, they got to use the small sample to say that Malik Willis, in many categories, is a top 5 to 10 quarterback. You know, in many categories, he shows up like at 1 and 3. And so if you're going to use the lazy take of that he doesn't check down on a small sample, you have to accept that he's an elite quarterback. That's just what the data says if you're using the small amount of data. He runs more than really anybody. Like he'll essentially be like Josh Allen running the ball, if that's what you believe is the sample to be true. And not to mention they have an amazing offensive line, which you could say they didn't have last year. And you know, what was so special? I know Mike McDaniel was special, but what was so special about that team last year? And you can say that it was Tua checking down, but was it Tua or was it that Achane was the easiest player to throw to and will remain that way? So chicken and egg and chicken, which one? You know, I think that's what you gotta look at. 1 second, let me make this pick, bro. Jalen Coker went way before I anticipated. This player right here should fall to me. Okay, so we did get Keaton Mitchell, which was great. Diggs would be kind of interesting here, but man, I'm so happy to see Travis Hunter still here. So my third receiver is a little bit concerning, you could say. You know, especially if A.J. Brown were to get hurt or something, this team would be in bad shape. I guess you is one way you could put it, at least at wide receiver. But what do you think of this team, considering the build? And you can't judge my third receiver without judging the running backs and everything else that's stacked. Hampton, A.J. Brown, ETN, Garrett Wilson, Bucky Irving, Drake May, Jonathan Brooks, Harold Fannin, Gainwell, Wandell Robinson, Keaton Mitchell, and Travis Hunter.
I like the team. I'm not as high on ETN as you are.
I love him.
But in terms of Wandell Robinson, I don't, he's going really late to me. And I know you could just say, what I will say is he was a top 15 wide receiver last year. Obviously, the situation's changed, but I think people are highly underestimating Cam Ward, and especially a slot guy, his safety blanket, what he was doing with Restrepo in college. Like, I think Wandell is just going to be a professional Restrepo.
Yeah, WC, don't ask for contact information. Same thing for Terry. You guys don't ask to contact each other. You definitely don't do that in the live chat. That's how you get blocked, not just by moderators, but by the algorithm and stuff. So don't do that. Yeah, I get it. Look, ETN to me, he's a beast, bro. He's a beast.
He's good. I just wonder how much Kamara actually gets used. I mean,
They almost cut him, bro. They almost traded him, cut him.
I know.
And not to mention, it feels like he fell off, bro. It does feel like it. And their plans are not to pay, but their plans are not to pay ETN and then use Kamara. I don't think they have any interest in doing that. Kamara's going to be there, but he's a good cuff. I mean, to be honest.
I feel like that's a fair statement.
No worries, yet.
Once cleats get laced up, I feel like that's harder to actually implement. My thing is, how bad is Kamara though? Like, I guess I refuse to believe he's that bad. I feel like he's better than Aaron Jones is right now.
Yeah, I could get behind that. I mean, I'll put it this way: if Kamara had to start like 4 games or something straight in ETN's stead, I think he'd be fine. But I don't know. I think you're going to get he's going to kind of feel what's the right running back? Kind of like Kareem Hunt the last couple of years. He's just going to be that's about, you're going to get half a tank. it's going to feel
like a Monty split, like 150 carries at the most for him.
Yeah,
he's 30 years old. I think he's better served in a complementary role, which people will consider a committee.
No, that's the reality. I just still feel like. And this is going to sound crazy to say, but if he had CMC situation,
real quickly, I'm sorry. C Zav, I get it now. You're asking for the number for the show. Okay.
Yeah, he was.
We have people in here that try and get people's phone numbers and contact, and you can't do that. Hey, give me your phone number. But if you're trying to get the number to dial in, I apologize, C Zav. That's not what I was. That was not what I was referencing.
Yeah, because
Terry, I'm sorry.
To put it in the chat too for him.
And Terry says, "Oh, I didn't know that." No, what I said wasn't applying to what you think it was. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. We've had a couple people a couple nights ago that were trying to hey, give me your phone number, give me your. It's you can't do that, man. You can't but that's not what I was talking about. So my apologies, Terry and Czav. You guys are 100% correct. But it won't. But the chat won't allow us to put the number in. It'll block it, is what Travis was saying. And then I thought it was something else. Here's the number. Put on screen.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
One reason, and so my fault. Again, you guys did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. My one thing I don't do is I don't really put it in the chat anyway, even if there's creative ways to do it. Because if I need people on the phone line, I'll hit the button. And if I don't, I won't, because it'll be too busy. So that's probably another thing. Let me go with Tesla 80 Mitchell. I think right here. Hold on, boys. Let me just make this pick here. I think Tesla, or not 80 Mitchell. I meant Antonio Williams. What do you guys think right here? Antonio Williams, Zachariah Branch, and they got 5 seconds. Or
Go Branch if you don't have many. Just
Branch,
Branch.
Yeah.
I'll go Branch.
He's going to start going up in ADP, so you might as well grab some.
Yeah.
All right. Again, sorry, Czaz and or whatever your name is, my boys. Zavala and Terry. I had it wrong. I didn't know what you guys were trying to do. Just trying to call into the phone line. You can't call on the phone line. No, that's against the. That's not what I meant. All right. I'm sure that's one reason Travis is calling. Thanks, Travis. Travis, what do you think of this team?
Let me see.
It might not be everybody's cup of tea. I scrolled up. There it is. Hampton, AJB, ETN, Garrett Wilson, Bucky, May, Brooks.
No,
Ben.
I like a lot of those guys. And like we were talking about with Wilson, like if Gino can play league average quarterback, I like Wilson.
Do we think I could get anything consistent out of Wandell, Hunter, Tesla, Branch? I think probably. It's a good rotation.
Yeah, because I think Wandale is a consistent like wide receiver 2/flex type guy. So he's going to have weeks where he pops, and people might be surprised at how much he might get to start the season just because Tate is a rookie. I think Tate's going to develop fast, but he's a veteran slot guy going in there, like Mike mentioned, in the slot. That helps too. So
yeah,
I
Branch
think
looks.
Could be surprised by him.
We need to do we need to do a Cyrus or we need to do a Stribling and Cyrus Allen and Branch video, like face off, because that really is probably
those three are popping right now.
Yeah. Where did we have Branch? Did I have Branch in the top, the rookie rankings when we were doing that? Where did I put him?
Yeah, you had them in not the last or second to last tier that you ended up doing. It was, I think they were in the. I think you had them in like the range for like fighting for the 10 spot, like
okay.
8, 9, 10.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's a good spot. I think Branch, Cyrus, Allen, and Stribling are going to fight to become the gem, the hidden gem of the rookie receivers.
What do you think Branch's ceiling is, though? Because of having Allen and Pitts there long term.
I don't know. Given how injury prone, we feel London can be. I don't know that anybody should be like saying to themselves that he's not capable of being healthy or whatever, but I think there could be some opportunity no matter what, like feet to the fire. Guy figures out how to carve out a role. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about Branch right now. I just think he's so talented. He'll be on the field, and Tommy Reese wants to throw the ball. I know he wants to throw the ball a lot.
Yeah, I think it helps them all. I think he brings balance that they haven't had because they've just had the big-bodied guys there. And I mean, Mooney was decent, but
and London's going to get double teamed. And I don't know. I mean, do we think that London could get screwed a little bit by Tua? And Tua just, Tua is going to dump it off to Bijan, but you also wonder if Branch might become like some weirdly his second, option sometimes, and we're like, why is London not getting the ball? Because he can't throw it downfield, whatever. I don't know. We'll see.
I think Branch has a Jordan Addison kind of outlook to me in terms of production.
Yeah, and I like London. I know somebody did a London trade the other day on here, and I liked it. What?
Addison may not be a bad comp for Branch for what he could be.
And I like London. I just want to make sure you guys know that if you're watching, especially that guy that made that trade the other night. I said, yeah, London's good. I don't know. It was London versus what was it again? It was a really, really close call. London versus Rice, I think maybe.
Oh, I think I missed that. I wasn't there for that one.
And it was hard. I think it was right. It was a Rice level player, but Let's see here. I'm going to time out on, oh man, timed out on 80 Mitchell. Because I accidentally queued him when I was looking around, and I'm like, not 80 Mitchell. I left him queued. Let's see. I don't want to screw this team up. I need a quarterback pretty badly. Come on. Come on. I had to swipe Brissett because it was timing out. Everything's locking up on this, damn it. I updated my phone, but I didn't update my iPad. So my iPad app is having the same freezing problem. And I'm drafting on my iPad. Stupid. Way to go, me. And if I update it, it's going to make me log in again. And that's what my other problem was, why I timed out again after I... Yeah, it's just a mess. Boys, the team so far, I mean, 80 Mitchell wasn't bad. And honestly, with Garrett Wilson, it works out, you know.
Yeah, he's going to be better than a lot of people think, too.
Yeah.
I think the run you just went on in wide receivers made this team really good. Because you're going to have a lot of booms from these guys.
Yeah, 80 Mitchell could be good for Garrett Wilson. I think that was a good pairing. Because if Garrett Wilson goes down, 80 Mitchell's going to do well. And if 80 Mitchell, you know, if Garrett Wilson doesn't go down and doesn't get any work, that means Garrett Wilson's going to the moon. So, pretty good. Brissett, I don't mind that pick because I like Brissett a lot, but I was going to time out, so I had to smash something in sight here. Drake May, Jacoby. Let's get it. I'm going to get into another Best Ball Mania right now. Wish me luck on my pick. If it's not,
Pick 4.
I hope so. Let's see here. Let me move over to here and find this draft. Come on, be there. Be there. Give me something. Give me something. I don't care if it's 7. I'll take 7 at this point. Come on, come on. Come on. 8. All right. If I don't sound more excited, it's because I really did want. Appreciate my Rumbler. Sorry I haven't responded much to the Rumble chat space. Cowboy, appreciate you. Bro, it means we got to do another draft. Well, we've been doing it, so DK, appreciate you. 19.1K over on Rumble. Fantastic. All right, whoa, it started. Gibbs, Bijan. That other team, I'm only got 2 more picks anyway. I got Drake May, Jacoby, running back stables, great. Wide receivers look good. So I have Harold Fannin. I do need another tight end. I'll go Colby Parkinson. And probably... What bye week does Fannin have? 11? So does Parkinson. Damn it. I keep running into this. Gesicki, I guess. And then quarterback. Am I better off going... I think Shador is going to win the job, guys.
I do
Watson's
too.
Terrible.
I wanted to bring that up. Yeah, I think so.
Should.
So we'll go Shador when I'm up on that one. Let me just drag Shador to the top because I'm going to time out over there. Okay, I'm on the clock here. Come on, man. I love Amon-Ra here, but
if he wins the job, is he just looking over his shoulder though, or does he actually have it and it's his?
Yeah, I don't want him to win it per se, but then at the same time, it's like
You would think if he wins it, you have to commit though.
You would think that, but I just don't want him messing up or going through a rough patch, and then they just say, "Well, we got to go to Deshaun Watson now." You know,
like Monken should have no loyalty to that.
I just want, yeah, but maybe we're not giving Shador enough credit. Like, we're not giving Shador enough credit.
What
Maybe he
the-
gets it. He doesn't let go of it. Like, if he lets go of it, then I guess he's not the guy anyway, right? So I guess it's fine.
Maybe,
Good point.
but I don't know. A young starter needs time to grow, and if you have a veteran breathing down your neck who looks
Yeah.
good in practice, and you have a stupid owner, which they are stupid owners to this point, you know, they've put people in position that have drafted well the past couple of years, but they've still made bad decisions. So
Yeah, I agree.
that I do worry about that. I mean,
agree.
I hope Watson starts still, just so Shador can take it from him.
Yeah. I'm like hopeful. I'm like halfway hopeful. And man, I want to go Bowers at
Shador
Pickens. Woo!
deserves it.
That's the highest I've seen Pickens go. I want to go Bowers here, but I think I'm going to grab Achane. God, I want to keep drafting. I want to try and make this a Bowers show. I'm going to go Achane here, and then we'll go Bowers tomorrow night or something. Or I don't know. Maybe I'll do another one.
You keep pushing it back, Smitty.
You what?
You keep pushing the Bauer selection back. You keep saying next time you got to just take them.
I know, but I can't. I just love the balance that this is going to give me here. Achane and St. Brown. Lemon isn't in my top 4 in this draft. I don't think he's in my top 5 rookie wide receivers. So I agree with you,
I don't
Travis.
think so either. He
I love when people get shocked
he
about that.
banged up again too, right? Oh, he was
Yeah.
dealing with something again.
Also, look at his stature. I know some of you think I'm crazy for this, but like there is something to like your build, how you look. Oh, who was on the phone? Mike? Oh, that was Michael. He hung up. Michael, call back. I don't know if your phone just disconnected or what. Man, Jamar Chase and Bowers again. Holy crap, that's twice in a row. This guy's going to ruin it and take Devontae Smith. This is like the same draft. Neighbors went. These are probably the same drafters. Sometimes you see that. That's crazy, man. And then we're going to see Devontae Smith go to the Bowers owner. Hold on one second, Travis. All right. Hold on one second, Michael. Gets you back in here. So I wouldn't be shocked if we saw Devontae Smith go again to this Chase owner. Then we know it's the same guy. Man, you can't start better than Chase and Bowers. Like, that is unreal. Like, I hope I get the 3 pick the next time we draft. Devontae Smith, man, Bijan, Neighbors, and then craps the bed. This guy, Chase, Bowers, Rice, I like it. And there's a risk with Rice too, but that's good. Man, Bowers and Neighbors, or Bijan and Neighbors is nice too. All right, I'm almost up. Man, McBride's been falling to like the 9 pick in this round, and then whenever I
was
get,
about to say that too.
and it doesn't when I get the pick that can get it. It's crazy. Jeremiah Love, right. Like I could get that lucky. Not that I don't like Buka here, but it does suck that Buka becomes now your middle of the 3rd round pick instead of, oh, this guy can't take Love. He's going to take Buka or somebody else. Love at 3.8 would be insane. It's why you need to be balanced, man, so you can take anything that comes your way instead of being all freaked out. He's got a timeout on Love, isn't he? No, he timed out on McConkey, or did he? He might have taken it. Okay, Love. I love Buka, but I got to take Jeremiah Love here. So Jeremiah Love, Achane, and St. Brown. Pretty good. Pretty good looking start there. Love at 30. What is it, 32? Wow. I think that's the latest I've seen him fall. Have you guys seen Jeremiah Love fall that far before? 32?
No,
I don't think so.
I haven't.
3.8?
I do a lot of slow drafts, and like he keeps going in the end of the second in the slow drafts I've been doing. I haven't been able to get a ton of them.
That's crazy. 3.8. That's great value. Wow. I like this squad. It's a very different squad than I've drafted to, so it's kind of unique. Okay, so Josh Allen falls. I'm probably taking him. Just letting you guys know he's next on the board. I don't know if this guy's going to snag him here. Next up after that, it's like it's a drop-off. It's Evans. It's ETN. I like ETN. Josh Allen's there. I got to do it.
That feels appropriate.
I mean, 4.5 Josh Allen.
That feels right.
4.5 Josh Allen. 3.8 Jeremiah Love.
This team is about to be nasty. Wow.
And this is like one of those teams where, like, you're going to get the high rank off the projections. A lot of times I'm like, they're not going to respect my rookies or what I'm doing here. But, like, this is the one where you're like, not only do I like it, but underdogs projections are going to like it too. Well, actually, Jeremiah Love, maybe they won't. Who knows? I don't know. Projections are weird. Because they're not even based on our projections. They're based on... So, projecting, counting ADP spots and getting to, the next pick, I would say. So, 56. We're talking about Bucky. Tootin probably won't make it, unfortunately. You never know. Probably not. Mike Evans won't make it. Tootin won't make it. Loveland won't make it. Adams won't make it. Trey might. Trey Henderson might. Bucky will likely make it there. Jadarian Price, BTJ. I mean, I'm going a little bit deeper now. I don't know. There's Tootin. See, like this guy, I mean, I'm not saying Swift, Monty, that's horrible value there. I still think at 4.9, even though some people are taking him like Monty way earlier. Flowers and Monty, it's always a type. I'm telling you, it's always a type. Look at this. Flowers and Monty. Yep. Monty and Flowers, Swift. Swift is not a great pick right here. This guy's the fantasy football show guy right here. Gibbs, Nico, Hall, Tootin, Hendy. Who is that? Yeah. That's our boy. Cuffing or sniping like crazy. That's a good crew. That's a real good crew. I mean, you're a little light at receiver, though. By the time you get back, it's going to be hard. So you got to be careful on that. You're getting greedy with the RBs. You probably shouldn't have went Hall. You probably should have went Rice or McBride. That would have been a much better. You would have had probably the best team I've seen in a long time, bro. Just trying to help you. I mean, good team, though. Monty Swift's just a bad pick there. I'm not saying he can't be good, but that's just fourth round. I don't know. Especially when you're building so well. You got Chase, Bowers, Rice, and you go Swift. Evans almost fell. Jeez, man. Devontae Adams is still there. Could I get so lucky? DJ Moore. Oh, that would have been nice, DJ Moore with Josh Allen. Adams is there. Bucky's there. I don't know if I want to. Anyway. Damn it, Adams just went. BTJ. Should I just do it and then take Parker, the next pick? Parker Washington? Or Bucky? Do I go Bucky? Just go running back. Too late. It timed me out on Javonte. Or, I'm sorry, J-Mo. That's all right. J-Mo's not bad.
Not bad.
I mean, St. Brown and J-Mo kind of fun. Kind of protects.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. Yeah.
Kind of protects me.
God forbid something happened with the Rob. J-Mo explodes.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I had J-Mo queued, so it's fine. He timed that off on my queue, but I was trying to swipe on BTJ, but that's okay because BTJ may still be there, and if he's not, Parker Washington's there. I could always, bully QB, Burrow, or Drake May if I want. Tate probably goes here. BTJ just went. Tate probably goes here. Tyson probably goes. Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren could be good.
I love Warren this year.
What about Marv and then Michael Wilson later? So I'm doubling up on my wide receivers, Amon-Ra and J-Mo.
Nah.
But
you know me, I'm still in on Harrison. So.
No, I know, but do you like the stacking of that? You get St. Brown and J-Mo, you get
don't mind it at
Marv
all.
and Wilson. You're kind of like protecting.
I don't think
I
Michael.
disagree.
I don't mind it.
I disagree. I don't want too much of the Cardinals. I like Jeremiah Love. I don't want to invest that much into that
Well,
offense.
we're either going Jadarian Price, Warren,
I like Tyler
or
Warren.
Marv.
I like Warren here. I think this is really good value.
I mean, Tyler Warren's fine, yeah. But.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Warren. Feels like the best pick, but I do like the idea of what I was just suggesting because it kind of. But let's not try and go for like one player falling and the other player rising, like on the whole thing. I guess it's kind of an intriguing proposition, though. It really is. Like having Wilson and MHA and having St. Brown and J-Mo is a pretty protective measure. It really is. But I think this is that we're swinging each time to try and get the whole lineup to fire off. And I think the Lions. I mean, look at what Petzing did with Michael Wilson and McBride. And I think that you could see J-Mo and St. Brown having a really, really productive year without one needing to go down.
Yeah, I mean, J-Mo was wide receiver 12 last year, so
yeah,
that second half was huge for him.
Yeah, this is a pretty good team, and in a sense, by only having one thing like that going on, J-Mo and St. Brown, I'm still protecting myself into a wide receiver 1 because if St. Brown did go down for even 5 games, J-Mo would be a wide receiver 1. He'd be a wide receiver 1. There's not even hesitation in my mind.
Yeah, and I'd grab, who later from that team.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad idea this year to take receiver. If you want to experiment like you are, Smitty, I don't think this is a bad year to get receiver late and have some dart throws later on.
Kind of like Cortland Sutton.
This is the year to do it.
I'm a big Sutton fan. Like, I'm happy with him as my wide receiver too.
Let me
I
get
think he's going to do what he always does.
All right, caller. Hold on 1 second. Just mute yourself. I'll be right with you. Yeah,
900 to 1,000 with 8 to 10 touchdowns. Like,
if DK falls to me, I'll be ecstatic. Ecstatic. Man, he's the one player above the line. Oh, he's now below the line. He's there. I got to go DK here, right? Sutton or DK? I got to go DK.
Yeah. Metcalf.
Yeah, probably DK.
I like Sutton a lot, though. I think Sutton's going to put a lot of Waddle people in a bad spot. Not that Waddle can't do well as well, but people blame. They think Sutton fell off, but it was really that offense and Sean Payton and Bo Nix clashing a lot. And that's why Davis Webb's there. And I think that people don't even realize that Sutton would have been fixed by this. And so people are just assuming that Sutton fell off. He didn't fall off. If Waddle were in the spot and Sutton was not there last year, Waddle would have struggled. Man, Jonathan Brooks, bro, he wasn't even close to being picked. Snipage. I totally would have loved that pick right there. I was going to take him too. You sniper, bro. Michael Wilson, Cortland Sutton, Patty Mahomes, Manung guy. You had to take him, bro. I could go Fannin. Will Fannin make it back to my next pick? He could. All right, do I go Sutton still there? Do I go Michael Wilson, Sutton, or Blake Corum?
I like Wilson.
I don't know. You said Sutton earlier, but Sutton or Wilson. I mean, I think they're probably similar.
I think I'll go with Wilson here because I have Love and I'll probably grab Brissett. I know you don't like the Cardinals stack, but I kind of do.
I don't mind.
I'm okay with Wilson here.
I think
the ADP. I didn't like Marv with him.
They're gonna play from behind like crazy, bro.
I just like if we get to the, again, I say it a lot, but if we get to the preseason and Marv is dropping balls and looking bad, I'll start to worry. But I just can't get too high on 1 or 2 practices from camp. Like AJ Brown was washed up and Drake May stunk after 3 practices without pads. So
right. Everybody's freaking out about everything. All right, rock out. Meet yourself. I'll be right with you.
We haven't seen signs
Has
of
he,
life
though?
like with BTJ. Well, in terms of just having the drops issues, yeah. And just the lack of confidence. I don't think it's a talent issue. I think it's a confidence issue with him.
For
He needs
who?
to be-
For who?
For Marvin. For Marvin.
Well, I mean,
I think it's more of a-
Marvin's looked really good on Friday, and then the rest of the weekend he looked really good. And it's not like he looked bad today. So I don't know. The other thing too is like, how many times how many times would I go drop the ball if I was going to go out there, and catch it? And I feel like I got NFL. I know everyone thinks that they're an athlete when they get older and like go out and sprain their ankle, but like anybody going out that feels really good about their hands are going to go drop a ball here or there. So if you have a camera on, all you got to do is collect the 3 of them that you had, and then all of a sudden they're on social media and everyone's laughing at you. And keep in mind that the practices are not fully open the whole practice, so you're getting a glimpse. What about all the stuff we don't see where he's killing it? So not everything is. Sutton is gonna eat. I agree, Aldi. St. Brown, JMO, DK, Michael Wilson, HN Love, Josh Allen, Tyler Warren. Fannin just went. Manungai's there. Stafford's there. Gainwell is there. I don't know. It kind of feels like I don't like the way a lot of stuff's looking now when you get into like the 8th, the 9th, and 10th round, and especially when someone takes like Brooks. When the sleepers start getting pulled up, man, it starts to look. This is what I remember last year, like hating the way it feels. I'm going to go Manungai here. Hating the way it feels when your sleepers start to climb, and then like all the fat gets trimmed off the bone, and then you're just sitting there. Like that's why drafting early is so good. You make mistakes, and you look at every team. Like I looked at like 40 teams yesterday, and I couldn't find a perfect one, because for every amazing thing I found something I didn't like. But that's kind of the nature of it. But damn, you see things that happen, and all of a sudden they don't.
I was right on Suffers. Yeah, he's one of those guys, the Devontae Smith, Deontay Johnson.
Hey, you also got to slow it down, Supper. You're typing 1,000 messages. Like you're like overwhelming the chat with how many, like you're just like nonstop blasting out. Okay, let's go Coker. It's like the kid in class that's like just, okay, Steven, go in the corner. Stop. Steven?
Probably my fault because I started talking about Devontae Smith and Deontay Johnson.
I don't think so.
I'm excited.
I think that's the way. Look at how long each of his messages is. Boom, boom. Like there's 75 of his messages, and like no one's even able to have a conversation because he's jumping in with 5 messages.
That's
it's
kind of
okay.
that type, though.
It's okay,
all
bro.
those
But
guys that
I'm just saying, like,
say a lot.
The telling everybody what they don't know, goes over well for so long. Just saying. It's like going to the barbecue going, you can't cook a hamburger. You can't cook a hot dog. I know how to cook a hot dog. I know how to cook a hamburger. Well, I'm going to show you. You got to put cheese on just at an angle. Cut the bun sideways, not this one. Everyone's like trying to have a conversation.
It's like looking at the board here, Smitty. If someone in a dynasty or any sort of redraft league were to send me Quentin Johnson for my Jalen Coker, straight up I would decline it. Maybe that's a hot take, but I
want Jalen Coker. Travis,
yeah, I agree. I don't know why
okay,
TJ
Supper.
is going 3 rounds ahead.
I'm not saying you have to stop like chatting. I'm just saying, like, careful how much you tell everybody that they're wrong, or they're just gonna stop listening. You got to mingle a little bit. Let me go around the phone line real quickly. And 831, then over to Rock Out real quick. 831. Sorry, I've been leaving you there for a while, bro. What do you got? What do you hear? What do you say? You're live.
Okay. I have a little dynasty question. Is that fine?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I'm in the clock right now. I have like 13 hours. I'm at the 111. So I'm between Genty. I have Malik Neighbors and Burrow as the top two choices. So I want to lean Malik.
So super flex.
And it's super flex, tight end premium. So for my next pick, I haven't picked yet, obviously. But
is Bowers and
I'm leaning
McBride there?
towards Neighbors.
Is Bowers and McBride there?
Yeah, I will. It's a 12-man, so
how many?
I'm thinking Genty or Bowers. That's who I want, but I want to hear your opinion.
Okay, yeah. Well, how many points per reception is it?
1.5 for tight end, but
So
PPR.
0.5 more than the rest of the positions. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it does make Bowers significantly more valuable, especially when you think about like it's going to be like 50 points, right? So, hold on, let me just make a selection here.
I don't know. Actually, I feel like Genty is so undervalued. I'm really high on Genty. So
He's undervalued, bro. But you got to also ask yourself, like, you're in a super flex, bro. You're in a super flex QB, and you're ignoring Joe Burrow staring you in the face, a top 5 overall pick.
I don't like Joe Burrow.
Well, that's your problem for bringing in fandom and all that. Like, Joe Burrow's a top 5 overall pick. You're at 11 or 12, and he's sitting there still.
Yeah, but he's 30. He's going to be 31 years old. I feel like I'd rather take, honestly, Brock Purdy at the 3rd.
Oh,
but that's just my opinion.
You're not Niner fan?
I feel like I am a Niner fan, but
Brock
value,
Purdy in the 3rd round. Come on, man. You're not playing serious, bro.
Bo Nix could drop to the 3rd round. I feel like Jared Goff dropped the same amount of points as Burrow.
Yeah, it's not. No. Bro, Burrow and Jared Goff, that's like blasphemy to even mention Purdy and Goff in the same sense as Burrow.
Oh, no. Burrow's just, okay, so, we could agree to disagree on that, but...
I can't agree to disagree on that. I still disagree. I disagree with your agreeing of our disagreeing on this one. That's how bad that take is.
I don't like Burrow. He's overvalued.
But I know, but do you want to win fantasy or do you want to play, Mickey Mouse fantasy football? Because that's what you're doing. Look, you called me for you called me for my advice, right? I'm trying to hit you with it straight. So you can take it wrong or whatever, but like you saying Joe Burrow that Goff will score as many points or Purdy is Mickey Mouse. It's not, I understand you got a lot of Niner fandom, and I understand that. I have a lot of Niner fans, and they have goggles this thick. But for you
just as much.
For you to suggest that Burrow isn't worth the 11 pick, let alone top 5 in a dynasty superflex, is madness. Like straight madness, bro. Like you're not gonna find it. Let's ask the chat. Chat, is Joe Burrow worthy of a top 10 pick? You can put no, Smitty's worth top 5, whatever. Put the number.
That's an obvious question. Yes, he's worthy, but that's not who I want to pick. Like obviously he's worthy of a top 10 pick. He's projected to be a top 10 pick. I just don't want to go the QB route.
Well, I guess if Burrow's not there, that's the only way I can answer this question. I can't take it seriously. This is a ridiculous question. But Burrow's not there. Let's pretend because
okay, let's move on. Okay.
How what? Bro, you're talking about top 5 quarterback being available at 11. You're still going to get Genty or Bowers or Neighbors with your next pick. But you wouldn't even take Burrow in the 2nd round, apparently. So let's just pretend.
2nd round, of course, I'm going to take him.
What do you mean? Aren't you picking at 11?
Yeah.
So what?
Like to the 2nd round, that's the same value. I'm gonna take him. But
what? 2 picks later. 2 picks later. Come on, bro. Come on.
3 picks later.
Like the switch gets flipped for you. I don't want Burrow. I hate Burrow. 3 picks later, love him. Great value. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro?
All right, so bro, can you help me with this or what?
I'm trying to help you, but you're not listening to me.
Joe Burrow fan. You're not gonna make me a Joe Burrow fan.
But you want my help. I'm trying to help you. You're not listening to me. So what you want me to do is agree with you or tell you something you want to hear. But I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what is.
Okay, so you're telling me to pick Joe Burrow over Malik, right?
Everyone and their mother in a super flex would tell you to do that.
Super flex for sure, yeah.
Okay. And for my second pick, what do you think?
But hold on, I know what you want. I'm gonna try and deliver the product for you. Here you go. Okay, let me pull it up. Oh, wait a minute, I'm wrong, Smitty. Joe Burrow's not on the board. Okay, Joe Burrow's not on the board. Who do I take? Neighbors, Bowers, or Genty? It's tight end premium. The answer is Bowers for me. If you want Genty, which honestly, it sounds like you're picking Genty no matter what. I can already tell, bro. I've done this for 25 years. I know what's going on. So just take Genty. Hopefully Bowers lands there. Hopefully Neighbors or Bowers is there. At the end of the day, bro, you're probably getting Genty. You're probably getting one of Neighbors, Bowers, or Joe Burrow. Let's hope. If you get that, you can call back into the show. I'll hit the Smitty approve button for you and say, you got Genty and Burrow. You got Genty and Bowers. You got Genty and Neighbors. Congratulations. Great job. It will be pretty good at the end of the day. But if Joe Burrow is sitting there around 2 and you pass on him, don't call back. I can't handle it.
Bowers and Burrow and a super flex tight end premium.
Just don't do it.
You're off to the races with that.
I don't need to hear about it. I'll just pretend this conversation never happened. All right. Good enough? Did I answer the question? Joe Burrow's not there. I'm probably taking Bowers because it's tight end premium.
You're saying,
but you're going Genty anyway.
Joe Burrow. I'll consider Joe Burrow just because you.
No, you're not.
I'll do some research, but okay, Joe Burrow, I will. And then for the second round, you say who? Joe Burrow and Bowers, right?
If I had to rank so you're at 11, 12, 13, 14, right? So I would rank them Burrow going 11, Bowers going 12, Genty, Neighbors. This is a toss-up. So 13, 14. So you're picking at 11 and 14, correct? Or is this a 14 man?
14.
Oh. Wait, you're picking at 14 or is it 14 man?
It's a 12 man. I have the 14 pick.
Okay. So no matter what, you have 2 of these guys. So you're in good shape.
Yeah.
You're in good shape no matter what. Like you almost can't screw this up until you get to round 3 and you pick Brock Purdy and everybody laughs at you. But Burrow and Bowers would be probably my 2 picks in tight end premium superflex. But I don't hate any combo with this, bro. I don't hate any combo with it. Just be smart with your quarterback situation.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to lie now. I am, you're going to think I'm not, but I'm considering, Joe Burrow, and then I have one of the 3 people that I like, which is Malik, Genty, and Bowers, and that's just a toss-up. Right?
But, hey, there's nothing wrong with Genty and Neighbors. Just be smart about quarterback. Which I don't know that you will, but it's okay.
This is my second dynasty, that's why. The first time I went double QB, I just wanted to switch it up. I don't know. I have nothing against Burrow. I just wanted to switch it up,
you do. Bro, you already said it. You go, you hate Joe. I hate Joe Burrow is what you said. Now you're saying I got nothing against Burrow. You do. You hate Joe Burrow.
I think he's over. I don't know. He's good QB, but I don't know. I don't know if I trust him.
All right. Thanks, pal. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Smitty.
All right. Later, bro. Wow. The pleasure is all on this side of the table. Meeting the Bobs. Rock out. You're live.
Definition with all due respect conversation.
Yeah. Go ahead, rock out. Jeez. Michael, you there? Michael hung up. Michael, call back. Go ahead, rock out. Jeez, that was a wild one.
So what's your feeling on Hall this year?
I don't even know what I'm doing in this draft anymore. Breece Hall, I like him a lot. I've always liked Breece Hall. I hate his situation to a degree, but I'm starting to warm up. I'm starting to warm up to it. I don't say that in a way like I'm grabbing Breece Hall at the 3.2 or 3.4. Not doing that. When I see Breece Hall going the 2-3 turns, it's not a good pick. But I don't know. I'm starting to say like mid-3rd round, I go wide receiver Brock Bowers. Breece Hall feels pretty good as the RB1 in that scenario. Because then I can couple him with Tootin and Hendy. Maybe both. Just depends.
Would you do Hall or ETN at the same range?
Probably ETN, but I could get behind either, honestly. They're about the same to me right now. And that wasn't the case. Yeah. That wasn't the case like a couple weeks ago. I'm starting to really, really kind of like the idea. Let me go. let's see, what round are we in? 17. I got 2 more picks. My running backs are kind of risky in this draft. I got Josh Allen and Cam Ward. Let me show you my team. My team is going to be uniquely wide receiver heavy. I've kind of been, dealing with that whole thing. I drafted 2 picks I don't even remember drafting. And I actually drafted them. I didn't time out. I just don't remember taking them because of that conversation was like out of body. Joe Burrow's trash. St. Brown, Achane, Love, Allen, J-Mo, Tyler Warren, DK, Wilson, Manungai, Coker, Hunter, Okonkwo. Then I left my body, and I guess I took Cam Ward. I don't even remember doing that. But I know I drafted it. And then Tesla, I kind of remember that one. Zach Ryan Branch, I kind of remember that one. And then I'm back to Sean Tucker. I took him. I remember that. I really doing all this at once on like no sleep. Not really sure what I'm doing here. And this particular team with Josh Allen and Cam Ward, I got to leave it there. I can't get it back up. They're different bye weeks though, so I got to leave that alone. My wide receivers, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wide receivers. So I got to calm down there. I've got 2 picks left. I maybe don't need another tight end. I got Tyler Warren and Chigakonkwo. So I could leave my QB room and tight end room alone. And then that accounts for the extra receivers. And then I could go RB here. I've got Achane, Love, Kyle Manungai, and Sean Tucker, which is pretty decent. But it's definitely thin. And Manungai and Tucker have a share a bye week of 10. Kalen Black just went. This guy's definitely sniping. He's show watching for sure. A lot of those guys getting taken. I've got, who do I have a running back? Damn it, I forget. Achane and Love. Tyler Algier's gone, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah. So, do you guys like Emmett Johnson, Mike Washington? Oh man, there's like Claiborne,
Gunnar Helm.
Yeah, if I go another tight end though, I mean, right now, would you guys feel more confident in Tyler Warren and Okonkwo different bye weeks, or Josh Allen, Cam Ward different bye weeks? Like, do I need Shador or do I need like Gunnar Helm?
Gunner's gone.
Or a player like that. Let's say it's Parkinson. I like Parkinson a lot. Do I need...
I like Parkinson.
I need one running back, though.
You probably get away with the 2 QBs since you have Allen.
I mean, can I get away with Achane, Love, Manungai, and Sean Tucker? I mean, Manungai banged up a little right now. I don't know if I can, so... But what running backs are there? Emmett Johnson, Mike Washington, Katron Allen, George Halani, Jordan James, Braylon Allen. Could do that.
Yeah.
Claiborne's kind of a big swing. I like that.
I was just going to say it was Claiborne there. Cause...
He's always there. Or do I go Ollie Gordon and just say, give me that for Achane, and then I'm really secured up?
You could just cuff it, yeah.
You do Ollie.
I mean, you think about it. It's like if Achane, if nothing happens to Achane, I just got one running back spot I got to worry about. And in all reality, like Gordon could still score a touchdown in that week that I need both of them. So I think I'll do that. I think Gordon's smart. Cuffing's not always the way to go, but with certain builds, it makes sense.
I still like Ollie.
Yeah, he can still get like 7 touchdowns on the year.
I don't like writing players off after their first year, especially when they're behind good players.
All right, Ollie. All right, boys and girls, this show is 10 minutes away from ending unless we get a $20 super chat. $20 super chats will extend the show an additional 5 minutes. We've had these things go 3.5 hours. We've had them go just no extensions, and anyway, it's good. We always have fun here. Let's go around the phone line here. We might have a caller on the phone here. They might have hung up. Rock out. What say you? Any topic. Spit it out. Young man, spit it out.
Third year wide receivers. What are like the top third year wide receivers?
Oh man, it's so late. Travis, you have a list so I don't leave someone out. Because it's so late. I'm gonna leave someone out.
See.
Oh God, I had to ask me a difficult question.
So if we're looking at leaders from last year, third year, who would that be?
Give me the whole list, yeah.
This is Michael Wilson's fourth year.
I can get the complete list here.
I mean, BTJ and MHJ are
Yeah.
going to be up there.
So we're talking 2024.
Ladd. Maybe.
Yeah, let me just narrow this down real quick. Hold on.
Neighbors, BTJ.
Neighbors. All right, hold on. Here we go. I just want to get the whole complete list. All right, so my ranking, can you see my screen?
There it is,
okay.
Yep.
I'm going to say Neighbors is the number one. And we're doing Dynasty or Redraft?
Dynasty.
I'm going to go Ladd number 2. And just mute yourself real quick, Rock Out, because we got a lot of reverb. I'm going to say, I still think BTJ's 3. I think Marv and Odunze's tough. I think Pearsall's next. Just kidding. Odunze or Marv. I mean, Jalen Coker's in this class too. Worthy, Malik Washington, Adonai Mitchell. Then it gets kind of thin.
Yeah.
Unless I'm missing somebody, but I don't think I
Troy
am.
Franklin, Jalen McMillan.
Yeah.
But Worthy. Did you get Worthy?
Yeah, but let's just do 5. Let's do the top 5.
Okay.
So BTJ, so it comes down to Coker, Odunze, MHJ.
So I have MHJ 3, so I would be different, but I mean, would you say that's the clear top 6 though, right?
Okay, we'll do 6.
Right now.
We'll do 6. MHJ.
With what? Probably Worthy on the outside looking in. That's the next one, maybe.
Yeah. Coker. I think the biggest riser potential here would be like BTJ because he was number 4. Odunze has got tons of upside. MHJ is the riskiest probably at the cost and got upside too though. Ladd, love him, steady. Neighbors, injury risk, but highest upside to be the number 1 overall wide receiver potentially in fantasy football. So I'd say it's Neighbors, Ladd, BTJ, MHJ, Odunze, Coker. No surprises anywhere. If I'm missing somebody, guys, let me know. I don't think we are. I think this is it. The only guy that could get in here would be 80 Mitchell. Pearsall sucks. Don't worry about that. And Worthy. Yeah, Worthy. I'd say 80 Mitchell. Pearsall on it right now. So upset.
Coleman, Leggett.
Yeah, Leggett. Remember how much we kind of liked Leggett. Malachi Corley had tons of upside too. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Yeah. It just doesn't. You can't
go to the Jets and waste away.
You just can't.
Jermaine Burton had a ton of talent. He was just an idiot.
Let's go to the 23 class real quickly while we're at it.
Yeah, this is good.
So this is 24. 24. So this is 2023. So it's going to be JSN.
Yep. Oh,
I think you still got to put Puka here over Rice or anything because the risk for Puka
Yeah,
is similar
okay,
to the
yeah,
risk
yeah,
for Rice.
Puka.
So Rice.
Man, this is a good class.
Yeah, this is a good class.
Flowers.
Rice, Flowers. This should be a good video, Rock Out. I think it's a good topic. Just to let you people know, Zay Flowers, Parker Washington, Michael Wilson, Jordan Addison, Jaden Reed. I think it feels like Jaden Reed's like 87 years old. Really, he's in this class. It's crazy.
Hank Dell, Quentin Johnson,
Josh Downs,
Wicks, Yoshi Voss.
Josh Downs is a lot of upside.
Even Booty and Demario Douglas on the back end. Like
I was going to
there's
be
a lot of
my topic is Josh Downs.
There's a lot of guys that are still on rosters here, which people might say that's crazy, but the average NFL career is like 2 or 3 years.
Okay, let's do 4, 5, and 6. And the only candidates here are Zay Flowers, Parker Washington, Michael Wilson, maybe Josh Downs.
Zay Flowers next, I think.
Yeah, for me,
out of respect.
P. Wash. P. Wash and Wilson are pretty close, but I think P. Wash probably in
I think they're close.
And this is Michael.
I think so.
Michael Wilson.
And
then over
Washington's
here,
going to be an interesting case because he's playing for a contract.
All right, 2020. Let's go 2025 now. We'll end it on that because we got 3 minutes left. 2025. So 2025, we have Buka.
McMillan.
I'm going to make my ranking sortable by this. Rock Out. It's a good idea. So at any moment, we can search that on my site. I'll do that tonight or tomorrow. Where you can select a year. You can look for sophomores for, Buka.
Better Burden.
Better Burden. And then Hunter, Golden, Bond, Tesla, DK, the Titans DK, Lambert, Smith, Jaden Higgins, Trey Harris. Just going down the list. Jack Besh, Dante Thornton.
Keep an eye on Torrey Horton this year.
Yeah, Horton's decent, that's for sure. Kyle Williams, he's still got upside. Jalen Lane, Washington, interesting player. Remember Tez Johnson had that little spike? Just a little spike in value for Tez Johnson at one point. Trey Harris is interesting too, I think. All right, so it really comes down to
Buka, Tap.
I'm gonna say
Luther Burton.
I'm gonna say Burden.
Burden.
3, I'm gonna go Tet. I know a lot of people love Tet too, and I get it, and I respect it. There's nothing wrong with it. Travis Hunter, I have 4 with a lot of upside to climb. I know a lot of people have written him off already, but this guy could literally be the second best receiver in this class. I don't think anybody's taken Buka out, but Hunter could easily be.
I'm interested to see where you go after this.
I mean, he gained so much weight, So after this, I guess I'd go Tesla.
I think I know mine.
Who? Jaden Higgins?
Yeah.
I like that. That's fine.
He had, 500 or 600 yards last year, so
yeah, I don't mind
I
that.
Figured give him the chance to improve on that. But
let's go 5. I like that. That's not bad. Higgins. 5 Higgins, and then maybe is it Tesla? I like Bond a lot. Golden. 6 could be Golden and Tesla.
Probably the last 2.
Tesla and Golden tied.
And there's a lot of these guys who could jump up or fall off.
Isaiah Bond, TBA. 34 seconds. 34 seconds.
I still want to see Savion Williams get some run. I don't think he will, but
34 seconds.
Interesting prospect.
23 seconds. Drake London, George Pickens, Garrett. I'm just reading them off and not in order yet. London, Pickens, Wilson, Garrett Wilson, Olave, J-Mo, Christian Watson, 2020. 2022. I'm going to say Pickens, London, Garrett Wilson, Olave, J-Mo in that order. Travis, what say you? Again, the names are London, Pickens, Wilson, Olave, J-Mo, Watson.
Right as of now, I'll go London, Pickens, Olave, Wilson, J-Mo.
Okay, Michael from San Diego. London, Pickens, Wilson, Olave, J-Mo, Watson.
I think I hate to copy Travis, but that's perfect for me as well.
Rock out.
London Pickens.
Okay.
That's a
D.
good
Willie.
class.
D. Willie next. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Watson, Wandale, Alec Pierce. After that, Romeo Dobbs, Shakir, Naylor.
Yeah. That was crazy, Carla.
2021. Jamar Chase, Amon Ra, Nico, Devontae Smith, Waddle. Woo! That's crazy. That's crazy. And then 2020, ladies and gentlemen, CD, JJ, T. Higgins,
Wow.
Pittman, Ayuk. It's crazy Ayuk's that old. Like, we look at Jaden Reed, and you're like, Jaden Reed, 2023 or 2022, whatever. And Ayuk, like, that's crazy.
Ayuk came out late, though, right? As an older prospect.
Yeah, but it feels like Ayuk's, yeah, I don't know. It just feels strange
then,
to see Ayuk this far past Jaden Reed. But CeeDee Lamb, JJ Higgins.
Judy went first.
That's great. And then 2019, and then we're out of here. 2019. AJ Brown, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, Debo, Hollywood, and Hunter.
Yeah, that was nuts too.
Hunter Retro.
Was DJ Moore that year? No, he was 2018, I think.
He's 18. He's 2018. Then you look at the 26 class of receivers. Very weak class compared to that.
That's Belichick to N'Keal Harry. Which
All right.
Like you say, I think Harry could have been good, but you're taking JB.
All right, got to go, boys. Appreciate you.
Thanks, man. Yeah, later, guys. Bye.
Later, everybody. Last super chat here from we got two super chats here. One from Mark. Mark, you still here? I don't know how long ago you sent that when I was looking at this. I'm sorry if this has been a while. Passing on Burrow at 1.11 in a super flex is insane. I can invite him to all my leagues. Mark, that's why I was a little hard on him. Just because I wanted him to hear me, bro. You know, to argue with me about not liking Burrow at 11 in a super flex is like, it's like I said, it felt really Mickey Mouse. And I hope he's watching, because I want him to understand that it's, you know, it's borderline. Someone needs to log you out of your app and not allow you to touch the team. Like and it's not that and to that caller, it's not that he might not have the knowledge, but he's letting fandom and anti-Burrow feelings make him not play the game of fantasy football properly. Mark, are you still here? Mark, appreciate you. Young, are you still here as well? Mark, let me know if you're still here, bro. I appreciate you very much for the super chat. And then this one here from Young. Young says, waiver wire options, 0.5 PPR plus 1 tight end premium. Wow. Plus 1. Now, you're not saying like 0.5 more. You're saying a whole point more is what you wrote. Young, appreciate you. Where's Mark? Mark, you still here, bro? Hopefully Mark's still here, damn it. Young, okay, so Dynasty Superflex League. I'm contender, Penix, Claire, Ferguson, Sampson, Cyrus Allen, Tracy, Pacheco, and Cole. This isn't even, I mean, if Penix Jr. got in there, it'd be one thing, but he's not in there. And so for me, it's Cyrus Allen. I think Cyrus Allen is the best player here, and you know, you consider the scoring, and it shouldn't make a bad player a little better, so you could draft him in a position where it's more advantageous potentially if they're balling the hell out. Ferguson's interesting, Claire's interesting, but something tells me that you got enough tight end value somewhere that you don't need to go to that. I'm going to go Cyrus Allen because I think you can bring a lot of value to the table. But Ferguson's not bad. Get your gunners. Use promo code Smitty, says Raul. Thank you, Raul. Appreciate you. I guess Mark isn't here. Mark, I'm sorry. Mark, if you watch this later, I did read your super chat and I appreciate it. It was funny. Thank you. I don't know if that's Mark that was on the phone line or not. All right, see you all later. Appreciate every single one of you. Live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, almost every single Monday through Friday. Live whenever most big news breaks, and we're live almost every single midnight. That's sometimes 3 to 6 shows a day. See you all tomorrow.